Kirchhoff's second rule. Kirchhoff's second rule is also called as Kirchhoff's voltage rule. First we will read the statement. The algebraic sum of the product of current and resistance in each part of the closed circuit is equal to the algebraic sum of the EMFs included in the circuit. So what do you mean by algebraic sum of the product of current and resistance? Mathematically, you see that is sigma I into R. I into R means what? Product of current into resistance. So if it is a network, means there will be so many closed loops in that network. In every closed loop, we have to find out what is the product of I into R, and we have to add them. That is called as what? Sigma I into R. R in words means what? It is called as what? The algebraic sum of the products of the current and resistances. The other part you see, that is equal to whom? Equal to what? The algebraic sum of the EMFs. There will be some cells included in the circuit. Each cell will be having some EMF, either positive or negative. So the algebraic sum of the EMFs means sigma E, sigma E. Therefore mathematically sigma I into R is also equal to sigma E. Now this can also be told in a different way. Or the algebraic sum of the changes in potential. The algebraic sum of the changes in potential around any closed loop involving resistors and cells in the loop is equal to 0. So this is sigma E is equal to 0. So this expression, the algebraic sum of the changes in potential is also equal to 0. Both are true. And this equation we are applying in the later chapter number 7 in alternating current, when the AC current is applied to an inductor, resistor and capacitor and all. The algebraic sum of the EMFs or the changes in potential is equal to 0 will be applied. And also you must know that the second law is based on the law of conservation of energy. Okay. Now the Kirchhoff's second law, to understand, there are some sign conventions. So first I am going to explain the sign conventions, because in some loops the product of IR will be positive, and in some other part of the circuit the product of I into R will be negative. This all depends upon how we travel through the loop, either clockwise direction along the direction of the current, or anti-clockwise direction against the direction of the current. So this you should be very thorough. Then only you can solve all types of numerical problems based on Kirchhoff's laws. Shall we see the sign convention? Okay. Now look at the resistor here. R is the resistor connected between the points A and B, and what is the current flowing through the resistor is what? I ampere of current is flowing from which point? From A to B. So in any part of the loop, if you want to find the IR product, you may proceed in two directions. Suppose you are proceeding from A to B, what is the other way? You may proceed from B to A. There are only two possibilities. So suppose if I will proceed from A towards B, I am proceeding along the direction of the current. When I proceed along the direction of the current, then the product I into R will be positive. Understand? So this IR product, okay, V is equal to plus I into R, that is positive. Have you all understood? Suppose in another part of the circuit, I am proceeding from B to A. From B to A I am proceeding, but current is flowing in which direction? From A to B. Current is flowing in the direction A to B. I am proceeding inside the loop from B to A, along or against. It is against the direction of the current, is it not? Therefore the IR product will be negative, is it not? So here the V, potential difference V is equal to what? Minus I into R. Are you thorough with this first of all? See, for example, here one closed loop I have shown. Closed loop, you see here A, C, E, A is a triangular loop. A, B, C, A is another triangular loop. Then A, B, C, E, A is one rectangular or rhombus shaped loop. There are three closed loops. In every loop, I may go along the direction of the current, or I may go against the direction of the current. if I will proceed in a direction along the current means then the IR product is positive. Suppose if I will proceed in a particular part of the loop against the direction of the current means the IR product will be negative. I hope you must have understood. Okay. Next, to find the direction of EMF. EMF may also be positive or negative. Understand? Now you see that a cell is connected. Now instead of resistance, what a cell is connected. So between A and B, this is a cell. Okay. Now I am proceeding from A to B. From A to B I am proceeding such that the current is leaving the positive terminal of the cell. Positive terminal of the cell. The current is leaving the positive terminal of the cell, or inside the cell. Inside the cell, the current is flowing from what? From the negative to the positive. Is it not? Okay. So the conventional current I is leaving the positive terminal of the cell means then here the EMF E is positive. Understand? Suppose if I am proceeding from B to A, I am proceeding inside the loop. Inside the loop there will be some cells also, is it not? And in that part of the loop when I proceed from B to A in this direction, understand? Then the current is leaving what? The current is leaving from what? The negative terminal of the cell. Understand? So here the EMF of the cell is negative. So whenever the current is leaving the negative terminal of the cell means then the EMF of the cell has to be taken as negative. I hope you must have understood. Shall we apply Kirchhoff's second rule for one closed loop and verify? Okay, good. Now look at this closed circuit. This is the circuit only, which is simple only, not very complicated. Okay. Now I have told you that we are going to consider this as three loops. There are three loops hidden inside this network. First, I will write Kirchhoff's voltage rule, KVR. Okay, and which loop I am applying? Kirchhoff's voltage rule is applied to loop EACE. So first I will consider what? EACE. So whenever you start from one point, you have to stop at the same point. Then only it is called as a closed loop. So you see here EACE. Okay. How many portions, sides are there? 3 sides. 3 portions are there. In each portion, you have to find out I into R product and add them. That is called sigma IR. And in each loop or each branch of the loop also, you have to find out how many cells are connected. Add all the EMFs, whether it is positive or negative. That is called as what? Sigma E. Shall we do? Okay, good. Now you start from the point E. From E to A, how many resistors are there? Only one resistor. Understand? That is R1. And what is the current flowing through that resistor as per the circuit is I1. So what is the IR product between E and A? The IR product is what? I1 into R1. Am I right? Okay, because we are proceeding from E to A. And the current I1 is also flowing from E to A. Therefore, I1 R1 must be positive. Understand? Then from A to C. Next point is what? A to C. I am proceeding from A to C. Current I2 also is proceeding from what? A to C in the same direction. So when I proceed from A to C, current also flowing in the same direction what? A to C itself. Therefore, the product of I2 into R2 is also positive. So this is a plus I2 into R2. Okay. Next is what? C to E. I have to proceed from C to E. So current I3 is flowing again from C to E along the same direction, and hence this product also is positive. It is I3 into R3. So plus I3 R3. Understand? So that's all. All the IR products I have taken. This must be equal to what? The algebraic sum of the EMFs. But how many cells are in this triangular loop? Only one cell is there. So what is that? EMF is E. And in that cell, the current is leaving from which terminal? Positive or negative? Current is leaving, starting from which terminal of the cell? It is from the positive, means E is positive. Therefore, this is what? E. Understand? Plus E. Suppose if the cell is interchanged in this diagram itself, you imagine as if the cell is interchanged such that the current is leaving from the negative terminal, then right hand side should be negative, is it not? I hope you must have understood. But actually, as per this diagram, current is leaving which terminal of the cell is positive. Therefore, E is positive. Okay, and this is equation 1. One more loop. The bottom loop we will take. Okay, bottom loop. So I am applying Kirchhoff's voltage rule to the bottom loop A, B, C, A. So start from A, go through B, C and come back to A itself. Now you start from A and you move towards B. In which direction is the current? I4 is also flowing. Current also is flowing from A to B. We are also proceeding from A to B. Therefore, what is this product I4 R4? Is it positive or negative? Yes, it is positive. So this is I4 R4 is positive. So this is I4 into R4. Then after B, we should go up to C. B to C, I am going in this direction. Current I5 is also flowing in the same direction. So I5 must be positive. So this is a plus. IR product is what? I5 into R5. Okay. Then what? From C, which point we have to proceed? A itself. So I am proceeding from C to A. I am going to move from C to A. But the current is flowing from what? A to C. This time I am proceeding from C to A. Current is opposing me. That is, current is flowing from A to C. So what should be the IR product? You tell me now. Is it positive or negative? Good. It must be negative. So this is minus. Here minus I2 into R2. Minus I2 into R2. Hope you must have understood. Okay, this must be equal to what? Algebraic sum of the EMFs in that loop. In this triangular loop, is there any cell or battery connected? No battery is there. No cell is there. Therefore, what should be? The right hand side must be equal to 0. Okay, the right hand side must be equal to 0. And this is equation 2. Understand that? I hope you must have understood. So, from these two equations, what do we understand? The left hand side is the algebraic sum of the products. Algebraic sum of what? Products. Products of what? Current and resistance flowing through a closed loop in a network or circuit. And what is on the right hand side? Algebraic sum of the EMFs. So this is better statement, I think. Shall we read once again? Okay, what is the statement of Kirchhoff's second rule, which is also called as Kirchhoff's voltage rule? Okay, the algebraic sum of the product of current and resistance in each part of the closed loop. Each part, see, this is totally a closed loop, and inside that there are some parts. So in each part of the closed loop is equal to what? The algebraic sum of the EMFs included in the circuit. So mathematically sigma IR is equal to what? Sigma E. And in some other books also they have given another way of statement. The algebraic sum of the changes in potential. That is what? Sigma IR minus sigma E equal to 0, or sigma E is equal to 0 also we can take. So the algebraic sum of the changes in potential around any closed loop involving resistors and cells in the loop is 0. And what is the law of conservation used here is the conservation of energy. Understand? So this is how to remember the the sign conventions, without which we cannot solve the problems. Is it not? So sign conventions, once again I am repeating very fast. When we proceed through any part of the loop from the point A to the point B, and the current also is flowing in the same direction, then the IR product is what? Positive. Similarly, when I proceed from B to A against the direction of current, means IR product will be negative. Similarly, when the current is flowing from A to B such that it leaves the positive terminal of the cell, means then its EMF is positive. But when the current is flowing from B to A such that the current is leaving the negative terminal of the cell, means then what? Its EMF is negative. And we are going to apply this in a circuit. Now we are going to solve some numerical problems in Kirchhoff's law. Be ready for that.